Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hail Upper Dublin Senior High, spirit of loyalty, cardinal and gray, leading the way onward to victory. First in our hearts and minds are you, proudly our colors fly. Onward in life we go from you, our Upper Dublin High.
Good evening, and welcome to the 66th commencement exercise for Upper Dublin High School, honoring the class of 2020. The introductory music was beautiful, and we're grateful to Mr. Arnold and the Upper Dublin High School Vox Group for the outstanding national anthem and alma mater. On this momentous occasion, we thank you all for joining us in our final moments with this outstanding group of students as we celebrate their accomplishment of graduation. While we would rather be, weather dependent, in the stadium for this ceremony, we are grateful to have the opportunity to bring the program in its entirety into your homes. Thank you, members of the school board, Dr. Yanni, Upper Dublin staff, PTO and parents, community members, and most importantly, you, the students, for your support, encouragement, and trust. You are a wonderful class, and for all of us who have had the chance to interact with you, know that it has been our honor. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize all who have provided service during the pandemic. To the healthcare workers, police, fire and rescue companies, teachers and counselors, and all of the others who have gone above and beyond on behalf of our communities, thank you for your selfless acts and for making a difference in so many lives. One more recognition that we would like to make is of those who have served in the military and those who are planning to do so. Members of the class of 2020 who will move on to serve our country, and anyone viewing who has done so or is currently serving, please know that we value your commitment and are indebted to you for your dedication and excellence. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speakers. First is the senior class president, Matthew Michels, who will bring us commencement greetings. Following him, Menasia Hendricks and Matthew Chiodo will provide our valedictory speeches. Since the elimination of class rank at the high school, writing and delivering the valedictory speeches is an opportunity available to all seniors. The top 2 speeches were chosen based on their excellent content and delivery. At this time, please welcome your class president, Matt Michels.
My friends, 4 years ago we began this journey together, but we never could have predicted it ending like this. Besides, we had much bigger things to worry about. There were killer clowns all across America, Vine got shut down, the floor was lava, we got to watch our birds fly to victory not just at the Link, but in our own Cardinal Stadium, and most recently, trying to get TikTok famous. Over the last 4 years, we saw firsthand as our world changed and evolved, but struggled to recognize that we were changing and evolving with it. It feels like it was only yesterday that we were walking into the gym through the gauntlet of teachers, and now we graduate. We were not the largest class, and we certainly weren't the luckiest class. Despite our best efforts, not even a good old Upper Dublin deadline could save us in the end. But we're the best class. We have something much more valuable than class size or the opportunity of having a normal senior year. We have each other. We started off as upwards of 280 squabbling, immature freshmen, but this year, united as one. A bond difficult to form, but not easily broken. We will not allow that bond to break. Well, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president these last 4 years. I've had the distinction of serving alongside outstanding cabinet members and working with our incredible class advisors, whose tireless efforts should not go unnoticed. Many of you have reached out to me these last couple of weeks to say thanks, but in all honesty, I'm the one who should be thanking you. You unwittingly taught me that leadership isn't a test of your ability to be loud. It's all about being able to listen. I'll always remember the sounds of your voices because they're what helped guide me in finding mine, and because friends are people you just don't forget. Congratulations, class of 2020. I cannot wait to see all of the success you'll have in the future, and I look forward to the day, whenever it may be, that we'll see each other again.
Good evening. A wise man once said, human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle. That wise man was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Over the past 4 years, we have had early mornings, late nights, long days, and a multitude of grades. We have struggled a tremendous amount to be sitting where we are right now. As Dr. Martin Luther King said, there is no progress with no suffering, sacrifice, and struggle. Every moment of struggle has shaped us into the scholars we are today. The hardest battles are given to the toughest soldiers. While we have taken some of the greatest losses, like prom, community study, our senior trip to Disney, and just overall being a second semester senior, we have gained so much more. We have gained what no other class will: unity. The unprecedented COVID-19 has forced us to come together as one, no matter what our differences are, because we all had the biggest loss in common. We were forced to be mentally tough together because we lost opportunities that previous classes had. As children, the ultimate success was graduating high school. As we stand here now, we ask ourselves, how do we define tomorrow's success? We may now define the ultimate level of success as being a college graduate, a parent, or simply the next best citizen of America. As we come to embrace the notion that we haven't done enough in our lives yet, we will begin to embark on journeys that so much has to come. As Dr. King said himself, progress requires sacrifice and struggle. While yesterday's journey can't make us, tomorrow's journey will embrace us. We, class of 2020, are the beginning of tomorrow's leaders. We are tomorrow's doctors, lawyers, accountants, physicians, and so much more. We will embark on our new journey and all take different paths that will lead to the same destination of success. Whether we are traveling across the country or staying local, this is the place we can launch from and retreat to. We will adapt to new environments while carrying Cardinal pride with us through life. While the graduating class are the ones being congratulated today, thanks must be given to the parents, guardians, friends, families, and teachers. Thank you to the Upper Dublin staff for teaching us that learning is more than just memorizing, showing us how to develop positive relationships, and demonstrating how to be successful in the real world. It truly does take a village to raise a child. We cannot be here without you today. The endeavors accomplished today are due to you. Thank you, parents, guardians, and family, for teaching us how to take care of ourselves, be safe, make smart decisions, and be a kind person. You have stood up, showed out, sat in, stood up, helped up, picked up. We are the best representation of you. And you know what they say, the best things in life are pretty expensive. Upper Dublin has given us the best 4 years of our lives, with infinite amount of laughter and lessons, which sometimes include a struggle, as introduced us to teachers that we will never ever forget in a lifetime of lessons. We will forever have Cardinal pride and bleed red, gray, and white. We are the class that will never be forgotten. We are the class that survived COVID-19, the class of distance education, the class of hope, resilience, tenacity, and achievement. Our mark will be and has been made. While we were remembered as a class of unfinished business, we just finished it. We are the UDHS class of 2020. We are legends.
To the class of 2020, Martin Luther King once said, "Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase." Class of 2020, I want you to look back to the morning of our first day of school freshman year. Do you remember arriving at that big high school for the first time? That morning, we did not see the whole staircase. We had three things in mind: questions, excitements, and fears. Questions of, what will my next 4 years look like? Excitements about a new opportunity. And fears. Fears of, do we have what it takes and are we good enough? Well, class of 2020, just like 4 years ago, we sit here today with the same three things in mind: questions, excitements, and fears. Questions of, what does next year look like? Excitements about a new opportunity. And fears. Fears of, do we have what it takes wherever we end up next year? Well, class of 2020, whenever those thoughts overwhelm you, remember, you had those same thoughts 4 years back, and you made it through this time, so you'll make it through again, and here's why. Henry Stanley once said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us." What lies behind us the last few months have been tough. The cancellation of half our senior year and things we had looked forward to since day one of freshman year have brought devastation, have brought sadness, and have certainly brought tears. What lies before us is unknown and may seem scary, but those are small matters compared to what lies within us. What lies within us is powerful. It's a source of determination that urges us to push harder and say game on. COVID-19 is no match to what lies within us. Because this is not the end of our story, but just another staircase to climb. And when we climb that staircase, we will stand on top of that staircase, not only victorious, but stronger and better than if we had not had that staircase to climb to begin with. What lies within us did not just get us through the last few months of high school, but got us through high school altogether. It got us through the long nights of studying and finishing homework for the next day. Class of 2020, you see what I'm trying to say. You are strong, and it's because of what lies within you. And the greatest news is that because it lies within you, there is nothing big enough, no person strong enough, or life obstacle great enough to take that away from you. So go out, find that next staircase, and keep running to the top. Because once you reach the top, you may just realize you changed the world. Thank you.
The best speakers are always our tremendous students. So Matt Michels, Manasia, and Matt Chiodo, thank you for your meaningful words. I now turn the program over to our superintendent of schools, our leader, and a tireless supporter of the high school. Dr. Yanni, I certify that our students have completed all of the necessary school, county, and state requirements for a degree from Upper Dublin High School. It is my honor to present to you the class of 2020.
Hello, graduates. You have experienced a year like no other senior class, but yet you've risen to the challenge time and again with resilience and grace. You've shown us just how resilient you are. As your superintendent, I admire that about you. As I think back to my senior year and my friends at the time, I can tell you that you're all far more resilient than we were at that age. Believe me, we all wish we had a magic wand that would have changed conditions so that you could have had the senior year that you hoped for and dreamed about. As you move on to whatever comes next, I'm sure you're feeling some excitement, and if we're being honest, probably a little bit of nervousness. That's perfectly normal. I'm sure you were worried about going to middle school when you were in 5th grade. I'm sure you were worried about coming to the high school when you were in 8th grade. And I'm sure now, even though many of you are probably really excited about whatever comes next, I'm sure many of you are feeling just a little bit uneasy. But I want to tell you this, change is growth. Never run away from change, never hide from it. You have the ability to impact the world in ways that will make our world a better place for everyone. In a speech some time ago, former Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor said, "Be aware that even before you reach your ultimate destination, if you always strive for excellence, you can and should have a substantial impact on the world in which you live." I don't want you to ever forget those words. Never forget that you have and will continue to impact the world around you. To the class of 2020, I wish you all the best now and in the future. You will all change our world for the better.
Carly Rose Edelman, Karam Alderwich, Danielle Ruth Amata, Annabelle Amoya, Giovanni S. Astorini II, Lauren M. Ariello, Taylor Brooke Avery, Sarah Rose Bachman, Eduardo Bacordo, Claire Elizabeth Balson, Tiffany Rachel Bond, Randolph F. Bardole, Kyle Raul Barrera, Kevin Patrick Bartholomew, Dylan Benjamin Belitsky, Jolie Berman, Oliver James Berman, Corinne Christine Bischoff, Alexander M. Black, Basil Walsh Brady, Braden Allen Brash, Ellie Barbara Braun, Connor Joseph Bray, Grace Catherine Brennan, Isabella Brenner, Alyssa Breslin, Kayla Lachelle Brown, Tyler Daniel Brown, Timothy C. Buck Jr., Jason Nathan Butler, Grace Buzad, Madeline Cagnoli, Emma Campbell, Lydia Ann Casey, Julia Lynn Cashman, Joshua Yoon Sung Chang, Jessica Brooke Chaffetz, Andrew Yibo Chen, Annie H. Chang, Matthew Chiodo, Caleb Young Q. Cho, Paul Choi, Christopher Su Min Chu, Kendall J. Cobett, Samantha Jennifer Cosia, Logan Bell Coletti, Alexis Maria Concepcion, Mackenzie Noel Confer, Gianna Costanzo, Jessica Lee Craig, Leah Faye Crespi, Jeffrey Thomas Crittenden, Nathan Cummins, Sean Francis Curran, Jasmine Dawood, Megan Taylor DeCamera, Jared Scott Delfiner, Scott Matthew Demers, Shannon Marie DeFulgo, Jake Michael DeMartile, Justin Raj Doe, Gabrielle Alexis Dolan, Joshua Adam Dahl. Tyler Graham Dortort. Matthew Dries. Melissa Drummond. Leonie Dunn Miza. Julia Grace Eustace. Andre Elijah Fabiani. Caitlin Claire Fagan. Brianna Felgoys. Daniel Vincent Ferrero. Dominic Ferraro. Peter Robert Fiore. Aaron C. Fitzgerald. Henry J. Flynn. Francesco Foliano. Charity Lee Foster. Lauren Elizabeth Fox. Lane Grace Frierson. Brianna Angela Freeman. Nicholas William Freeman. Amanda Frenson. Samuel Ryan Frizzell. Louis Gall. Daniel Tyler Gaffin. Tim Gagan. Caitlin Marie Galasso. Elizabeth Ann Galpin. Corey Jerome. Nicholas G. Wartowski. Nicholas Gigliotti. Cara Nicole Giammaruti. Christina Marie Ginaldi. Jacob T. Goldberg. Amy Gong. Rihanna Marie Gonzalez. Jacqueline Josephine Gorman. Evangeline Grosker. Cole Alton Graham. Connor L. Graham. Kara Grebe. Annabelle Howe Gustafson. Skylar Lee Hackett. Tyler James Hackley. Olivia Marie Half. Brenna Hallman. Zoe Ravel Halperin. Tess Magdalena Harper. Sum Wing Harris. Ryan Joseph Hartline. Samantha Renee Haberson. Anna Elizabeth Hayes. Logan Michael Heim. Manasia Melsina Liana Hendricks. Grace Elizabeth Hirschenroder. Madison Brianna Hess. Nathaniel Hillman. Emmett A. Hintz. Trevor Albert Hodkinson. Gwendolyn Rachel Hoffman. Samuel E. Hoffman. Irene Y. Hong. Catherine Hong. Alexandra Rose Hopper. Maxwell Dalton Coe Hubbard. Charles Hugg. Nicole Gwynn Huggins. Mason R. Hunter. Sabrina Huddy. Anderson Hunn. Itai Iloni. Jenny M. Roshmika Rajesh Iyer. Anna Marie Jackson. Tyler Scott Jacobson. Ryan Jameson. Lena Yeun Jang. Yuna G. Matthew Francis Jensen. Woo Sol John. Michaela Louise Johnson. Ron Byron Johnson. Shania Jones. Alec Benjamin Joseph. Aiden Patrick Journey. Jordan Reed Caney. Daniel Kaplan. Charlotte Brianne Kassar. Ethan Julian Katowitz. Emma Grace Kedziora. Kirsten Mackenzie Keenan. Abigail Keller. Christopher Sean Kenny. Hannah Jane Kaiserman. Sophia Renee Clevitt. James Everett Knight. Aileen Mary Colbrenner. Carolina Anna Kolar. Jared LaPat Cressman. Jackson Armstrong Cools. Rafe McIver Cools. Corey Ross LaDove, Juliana Lanuti, Gabriella Grace LaPa, John La Rosa, Adam Matthew LaSorsa, Dora Sim May Lau, Devin Courtney Lawson, Emmanuel D. Lee, Emma Christine Lennon, Jordan Lewin Skaversky, Lauren Lee, Amneet K. Litter, Ryan H. Lim, Claresta Ellery Lenore Lockstedt, Juliette Ann Lodwick, Guilherme Lopes, Ellie Mackey, Brendan Robert McNeil, Brianna Lacey Marburg, Andrew Frederick Marcus, Jessica Marin, Erin Christine Markley, Marshall Harrison Matez, Brian McCary, Samantha McElhenney, Hannah Grace McKenna, Ryan Elizabeth McManus, Jaden Anthony McNeil, William Davis Mead, Sydney Emma Menzak, Lindsay H. Myers, Matthew John Michels, Hiroko Patricia Miller, Mieko Christine Miller, Noah Martin Milrod, Jaden Thomas Moan, Mackenzie Moore, Eric James Mosteller, Ross Isaac Newman, Aisling Rose Nielsen Schultz, Maya Emily Nussbaum, Devin Patrick O'Brien, Megan Elizabeth O'Halloran, Aman E. Orlina, Adam Kirk Overton, Samuel Joseph Pack, Molly Nicole Papalardo, Carlin Park, Claire Park, Heather Park, Michaela Hannah Padalano, Shayna Lauren Peart, Laura Lee Pendleton, Dominic Gregorio Perry, Daniel Z. Plaskett, Chase Dustin Pollock, Kyle Hayden Pro, Sabrina Pulley, Juliet Melissa Rajinsky, Jacqueline Rama, Julia Meredith Reardon, Benjamin Rhodes, Skylar Hope Richmond, Bailey Rifkin, Krista Marie Ritter, Shannon Regina Rizzo, Daniel Rocco Grande, Rita Ram, Benjamin Miles Rosenthal, Dominic Joseph Saracini, Robert Sarnosky, Sophie Schneider, Andrew Thomas Senlick, Mayan Shahar, Franklin Wu Shi, Rebecca Nicole Schaefer, Key Sean, Rosemary C., Scott Thomas Silk, Lainey Rose Silverman, Joseph Raymond Singh Jr., Michael Jeffrey Slivka, Anaje C. Smith, Corey Davis Smith, Naya Smith, Xavier Smith, Ethan David Spangler, Janae Marie Sparks Fisher, Grace Elizabeth St. Clair, Craig Stenstrom, Devin John Stevenson, Kieran William Sutherland, Jacqueline Page Swartz, Natalie Swift, Rachel E. Tetro, Emily Elena Toth, Andrew M. Tronchita, Kaylee Siobhan Trauger, Jake Van Heldorf, Courtney Varallo, Jacqueline Andrea Vargas Bynes, Christopher Henry Vighetti, Sophia Grace Volivar, Joseph Lloyd Wachter, Mackenzie Wolper, Erin Caitlin Walters, Frank Wong, Sage Sherelle Watson, Haley Nicole Webb, Colby Garrett Wagle, Evan Scott Weiler, Noah Bradley Wiggins, Anthony Rashad Williams, Danya Sana Williams, Jason E. Williams, Timothy Ifeoluwa Williams, David Wolf, Julia Ann Wolf, Jacob Joseph Wamelsdorf, Mia Vanessa Wright, Ashley Wolf, Jeffrey Shue, Shannon Alexa Yost, John Steyer Yost IV, Atticus Joseph Yoon, Emmanuel Lucy Yoon, Zachary Young, Remington Jung, Andy Zhu,
In bringing closure to our commencement exercises this evening, it is imprudent not to properly recognize you, the students, for your resilient strength in overcoming the homestretch obstacles that have been placed in your path on your long road to graduation. You will forever be remembered for many accomplishments, but your perseverance over the past 3 months has been nothing short of inspirational. You have rightly earned the admiration of your classmates, your teachers, your families, and all of us who have felt the burden placed on you by the school closure. Our hearts broke for you with the losses you experienced, but that sadness has morphed into joy. Joy for the celebration of graduation, joy for your incredibly bright futures, and joy for the displays of character that we have seen in the ways that you have responded to these recent challenges. You now have the opportunity, and some would say the responsibility, to take all of your gifts, including that resilience and that unwavering character, and share it with a much wider circle. Graduation is the beginning of expanded horizons. We have firsthand knowledge of your talents in academics, in activities, and in athletics, and we have thoroughly enjoyed your personalities and your qualities. As you move on to make your impact on your growing world, put all of those traits to use in such a way that will add value to those around you and that will make others feel that they are better for having been in your presence. On a final note, please do not ever cease to be thankful. Cheering you on today were K-12 educators who gave of themselves so that you could learn, but more importantly, so that you could grow into the quality people that you have become. Be sure to touch base with them, to let them know of your accomplishments, and to express your gratitude for the impact that they have had. Our staff is remarkable, and their care for you goes far beyond the building. Surrounding you right now are family members. They have provided you the foundation. They have loved you without condition, and they have sacrificed for your betterment. They have championed your cause. Take a brief moment now to turn to them and, with or without words, make it clear that you recognize all that they have done on your behalf. Class of 2020, thank you all for who you are, for what you have done, and for giving us so many reasons to be proud of you. To conclude the ceremony, here is Matt Michels one more time, who will deliver the class response.
Seniors, at this time, please join me in turning our tassels. Congratulations, class of 2020.